Good morning. Ooh, Lord, it is cold here in Virginia. It says 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh. It is cold, y'all. And you know what? I forgot my coffee cup. Hold on one second. Forgot my coffee cup. All right. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all going to have to see me in these sweatshirts. I know these sweatshirts ain't the cutest. Like, I get it. Good morning. I get these sweatshirts are not the cutest, but it's cold. It's cold here. And I'm trying to, good morning. I'm trying to find something cute and warm. Okay, not here in California. I wish I was there. I really do. I've been trying to get to California for 40 years, if y'all can believe that. I've been trying to move out there, but I just don't see that happening. So I'm just trying to accept the fact that that's not going to happen. But it is cold here in Virginia, and y'all going to see me in these sweatshirts. I'm trying to find something cute that I could put on that is not a sweatshirt. I really am. I've been searching. What is the cute thing I could put on? Oh, it's cold in ATL too. I just left there. I was just in ATL yesterday, and you are correct. I was surprised. I had to dress in layers. It was cold in ATL. So yeah. Woo. All right. So we're going to have a little chat. Oh, it's nice in California already. I envy you. We're going to have a little chat this morning. I'm going to try to make it quick because oh my gosh, my to-do list is crazy. I've been in Atlanta for the last 36 hours. I came back yesterday afternoon, and thank you. He said pink is fine on you. Thank you. And I got to hit the ground running again. That's like the story of my life. I take a little break and I hit the ground running, and I take a little break and I hit the ground running. So, but we're going to talk a little bit this morning. This is actually for my gentleman on this live. We're going to talk a little bit this morning about the do's and don'ts of the feminine energy woman. So if you want a feminine energy woman, if you have a feminine energy woman, I'm going to give you some do's and don'ts. I'm going to give you some things that I think will help you with talking to that woman, managing that relationship, if there is one, how to get the best out of your feminine energy woman. That's what this live is all about. Okay. And so feminine energy women are different. Like, we do things differently, and we are not going to force anything. We are not going to force anything. We're going to be, because that's what feminine energy does. It just is, right? It just is. It is a feeling energy. It is not necessarily a thinking energy. And remember, masculine and feminine energy resides in every single person. So a woman is not 100% feminine. I have to educate people, especially men, on that it's when we're with you that we relax and we can fall back into our feminine energy. Now, I can fall into my feminine energy by myself whenever I'm taking a hot bath, whenever I'm rubbing lotion on my body, whenever I'm dancing, whenever I'm creating, whenever I'm cooking, whenever I'm gardening and tending to my plants, whenever I'm with my pets or my children. So it's not just relegated to you, but it is in our romantic exchanges, in our dating exchanges, in our romantic relational exchanges. Yes, I am predominantly in my feminine. That feels good to me. That feels natural to me. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, tell you what to eat, tell you what to wear. Like, I'm not going to mother you, because you're not my baby. You're not my child. I am actually, and this is what throws a lot of men off, I am actually going to look to you for your strength. I am actually going to express my feelings with you if you are a healthy masculine man, if you are strong enough to provide space for that. So I'm probably at my weakest when I'm with you, because in my mind, you are masculine. You are the stronger of the two of us. I am the weaker sex. I am the weaker vessel. So that's why I think it's important that a woman really vet a man and say, can I be vulnerable with this person? Can I be weak with this person? Can this person handle the feelings that I have? Now, you as a feminine woman, you have a responsibility on how those feelings come out, how you bring those feelings forward. So it's not like you just word vomit, you just emotionally dump all over the man. No, you have a responsibility too, how you show up as a healthy feminine woman. Because I'm seeing a lot of women who I've coached, I've worked with, or they look at my content and they go to a man that they just met and they emotionally dump. They use him as their therapist. They talk about their exes or their ex-husband. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's not your therapist. He's not, your counselor. And he's not there to be your punching bag. He is not your emotional punching bag. But I do see that. And women think that that's healthy feminine. It's not. It's not. You should have a good hold over yourself. You should know how to communicate how you feel and what you think in a healthy way. Not just showing up crying and, carrying on. No, there's nothing healthy about that. And yes, that is very scary to a man, for a woman to show up that way. Now, here's what I'll tell you. If the man is codependent, if he's Captain Save-A-Ho, if he's, got his own stuff, if he's into the whole, oh, I love broken women because I want to save them. Yeah, they'll love that. They'll absolutely love that. But if a man is healthy, if a man is a healthy masculine man, he is not interested in saving anyone. He's interested in showing up. He's interested in providing structure and frame. He's interested in being enveloped in that feminine mystique. That's what he's interested in. Something about that feels good to him. Something about her flirtiness, her fun, her openness. Like those things feel good to a healthy masculine man. So that's why he's showing up. That's what he's really looking for. That's what he wants to find. Okay, someone bought a badge. Garland, thank you so much for buying a badge. What a sweetheart. I appreciate you this morning. Oh, and I did not pin that, but you can support the platform by purchasing a badge. I absolutely adore your support, and it is much needed to keep the content going, because y'all, let me get off track for just a little second. They will demonetize me. They will demonetize me because there's certain words that I'm not supposed to be saying. And I'm working with a Instagram expert now to figure out what all are the things that I'm saying and doing that's getting me demonetized. So your support is really important. It's very helpful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, but now I'm getting back on track. So most healthy men, they are looking for, so one of my mentors said this to me. She said, men live in a black and white world, right? They live in a black and white world. Women bring color to that world. So women bring the juiciness, the spice, the spark. We bring our smile. We bring, our love and our care and our support. We bring our respect. We look up to healthy masculine men. We admire them. We give them what they need to go out into the world and be even better. Like they want to impress us. They want to take care of us. They want to provide an experience for us. This is what the feminine woman brings. Now, like I always tell other feminine women, they don't want the drama. They're not showing up for your drama. That's right, girl. He says the aromas. Yes. So think about, creating a meal that has no salt, no pepper, no spices, right? That's a man's world. Yeah, he could eat that bland chicken. He could eat those bland vegetables or potatoes and he would, he would survive. But he wants to really taste the food. He wants the food to taste amazing. He wants the spice and everything, for the food. And that's what a healthy feminine woman is. She provides that spice and that, oh my God, the savory or the sweetness or whatever. And every feminine woman is different. Because some women bring a little more savory flavoring. Some women bring a little sweetness. So I happen to toggle back and forth between the two. So yeah, I want you to understand that if you're seeking this experience out, if you're welcoming that in, like you're seeing women, you're curious about them, you're interested in one, okay, I'm going to give you some tips on what we love and what we don't so much love. 402 Marine says, as a former beta male simp, I highly suggest men not to take that route. Women don't respect simps. They just use you for your resources. 100%. 100%. And we're going to talk about that. So there are some don'ts. There are some don'ts, which is don't try to provide everything the woman wants and needs. Like, we don't do that. Don't feel as if you are the provider of every bit of fun, every bit of care and support. And no, she should have other things in her world, other people, other hobbies or interests, her work. She should have other things. You should not be the sole provider of her happiness. That's the biggest don't. Don't give the woman every single thing her little heart desires. No, that's not up to you. You are there to provide a certain level of stability and comfort and attention, but you're not the sole provider of that. No. She should have other things going on in her life that give her life the excitement or just the feeling that she needs to feel. So nope. You are not going to give her every little thing her heart desires. That's a great big no. And sometimes men will message me and they'll say, I'm doing everything and I'm bending over backwards. And you know what the first thing I think of when I read those messages? I say, okay, why are you giving more of the thing that the person doesn't appreciate? Why would you do more of that? Like, in my mind, if the person don't appreciate it, I stop doing it. I pull back on doing it because I'm like, why would I give you more of the thing you already don't appreciate? And that's what I've been telling a lot of men. Stop the giving and the doing, especially for women who don't appreciate it, who don't seem to genuinely love and appreciate what you're doing, who are not using, whether it's words or their actions, to show you, oh my gosh, babe, you're such an amazing man. Oh, I so appreciate what you're doing. Oh my God, I just have a really great man in my life. And, I'm just so lucky to have you. Like, if those things are not being said or done, stop. Like, stop doing all of that. Stop, everything that she wants to do, every little thing her heart desires. I want you to stop that, right? There are certain things that, sure, you can do, you can give, but if you're not receiving that energy back, if you're not winning, and this is what I explain to a lot of women, men need to win. They are competitive by nature. They need to win. They're doing this to get somewhere. They're doing this to get a response. And if they're not getting that, they should stop. They should stop doing what they're doing. So yeah, for the guys out there that are like, yeah, I'm doing everything. Okay, then stop doing that. Focus on yourself. So lean back, reel it in, focus on yourself, focus on taking good care of yourself. Go to the gym, adopt some hobbies or some interests, lean into that, lean into your work, make money. I mean, there's lots of things you can do as a masculine energy man. Focus on yourself. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, check out lives, do things to improve yourself. And here's the first thing that's going to happen. The woman is going to feel the energy shift. She's going to feel your energy shift from her to you. That's the first wake-up call. We're like, what's that? What's happening? Where you go? Why you not doing this? Why you not doing that? And some of them, you know, they're going to call you out on that. And then this is what I want you to say. Well, you know, I just feel like I knock myself out. I do these things and, you know, I don't feel appreciated. I don't see that it moves the needle one bit. So I just decided to focus on myself. Like, I want you to own it. I want you to own it. I'm just going to focus on myself. Erykah Badu has a song where she says, I work on pleasing me because I can't please you. And that's why I do what I do. I've never forgotten that line. And I live that line. I work on pleasing myself. Because, yeah, most people, and can I be honest, most women, like, they can't be pleased. So you sitting there knocking yourself out, expecting to get a certain outcome with some women, not all of them. And what you need to do is reel it back in. You need to reel all of that back in and say, nope, you know, I need, and that's how men are wired. You all need that praise. You need that appreciation, right? That positive conditioning, right? So when people are doing things right and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Oh, I came in and the kitchen was clean. That looks amazing. Like that's what men thrive on. And instead, women, they overlook all the good, all the positive, and let you step out of line. And that's what you're going to hear about. and that just pours cold water on a man. So I always tell women, look for the positive. Look for what's working. Look for what's going right and appreciate it. Acknowledge it. Praise it. And then, okay, he will want to do more of that. He will want to do more. It's not hard. He will do more of that. So, okay, and then after you praise, you might slip a little, you know, just a little something in there. This would be nice too. J Davis 8702, thank you so much for buying a badge. I so appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the platform because y'all be getting demonetized. So trying to figure this out. Oh, it's cold, y'all. My nose is running. So that's a great big don't. And if I could give the opposite side, which is the do tell your woman no. Every now and again, just, you know, tell her no. I can't do that. All right. That's it. I can't do that. I'm not able to do that. Be honest, especially when you know it's something you don't want to do. Just say no. Just say no. And you know what? This is the part that y'all don't want to hear. Deal with the conflict that's going to come because of that. You're going to have to deal with the conflict. She's going to feel a way about you saying no. And you're going to be like, like this how you look. Oh, baby, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. And you're going to be like, so just wait. Soothe your nervous system. Because see, when that conflict starts coming toward you, when that mouth starts getting going, see, here we go. And there you see that as a threat. You believe that is a threat. Some men believe that is a threat to their very life. It's not. It's not. Someone being in their feelings and their emotions is not a threat to me. It's them. Do not let that energy transfer to you. I don't let that energy transfer to me. That's where they're at. I sit here like this. And they be going off, I can't believe, and you always be doing this, and blah, 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 blah. I don't let that energy transfer to me. I stay cool, calm, and collected, but I've been practicing doing this a long time. And men need to work on this. Do not let her energy transfer to you. It isn't a threat. There's no, rabid dog that just went into the room. There is no grizzly bear. There is no saber-toothed tiger. There is simply a woman in front of you who can't get her way. That's not a threat to your very life. Okay? It's just not. And I don't want you to see it as such. I want you to be cool, calm, and collected. And then I want you to repeat what you said. So yeah, I'm still not able to do it. Oh, I don't have the money for that. I just want you to repeat it. And that is how you slowly win a feminine woman's respect. She knows that you have boundaries. You have standards. There are things that you're just not going to do, right? And that's very attractive. It's very attractive to the feminine energy woman, to a good woman, because she's like, you know what? Okay, I can receive that. I can receive that. It is what it is. But any man can die to have a woman who is more appreciative. Yeah. But like, you gotta see it for what it is. It is not a threat to your life. It's not gonna make you feel good. It's gonna make your heartbeat raise. And that's what, a lot of men are running from. They're running from the conflict. They're running from the feeling of, she's making me feel like a bad person. She's making me feel wrong. She's blaming and shaming me. Okay, but don't take that on. Don't take that in. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. You're saying, no, I'm not able to do that. You're being honest. So, it's not a threat. It's not a threat like you think it is. Okay, hang in there. Here's what I want you to do, though. I want you to provide frame. I want you to have intention with the woman that you're interested in. I want you to provide clarity. I want you to provide structure. And for the men out there, that if you're not looking for a relationship, like, I'm going to actually address you on this one. If you're not looking for a relationship, I think that's perfectly fine. But say that. I want you to be very honest about that. I want your words to align with your actions. I want you to let a woman know, I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy us doing things together. I enjoy going places together. And, at some point when you're comfortable, I might want that to become sexual. Like, just say that. Just say that. Okay? But anything more than that, I really can't commit to. Meeting your parents, meeting your kids, or whatever that higher level of commitment is that makes you nervous, just be honest and say that. Okay? Stop with all this foolishness. Be honest and say that. You'll go farther. Now, here's the truth of the matter. And the women are not ready for this, but the truth of the matter is, many women think they can handle that, but they probably can't. And so I'm going to keep it real. Even when masculine men are very forthcoming, they're very honest, they say what it is. If a woman likes you, if a woman enjoys you and enjoys the time and attention, she's going to keep engaging with you. But see, the way that we're wired, we're going to bond to you, especially if we're sleeping with you. If we're sleeping with you, we're going to bond with you. That's just biology. That's just nature. We can't turn that off. Women think they can, but they can't. Me personally, I'm not sleeping with everyone. Like, I'm not sleeping with a man, unless is going somewhere, is going toward marriage, or he's my husband, because I know that about myself. If I have sex with you, I'm going to bond with you. And if you're not ready for that level of commitment that I'm ready for, okay, then we're going to have a problem. So see, I know myself well enough. I may want to do it, but I'm not going to do it because I will bond with you. So, okay, Garland Stillwell says, women so like to use men as a convenient whooping board and then get an attitude when we start looking at them funny. Men don't mind if women need to vent, not just at them. Yeah. So, but don't be anyone's punching bag or whooping board. Okay, you can shut that down. You can say, hey, this isn't working for me. Like, this interaction right now, this isn't working for me. I don't feel respected in this interaction. You just say that. You shut it down. Too many women are coin operated these days. I like that one. I got to steal that one. I like that one. But you want to just avoid those women. You want to avoid those women. But I want you to just be honest. There are women out there that can do it. A lot of women can't. They're going to fool themselves and think that they can engage with you on that level, but they can't without getting bonded, right? I can go out, I can have fun, I can canoodle, I can do all of that stuff, but I'm not sleeping with you, I'm not sleeping with you because I know myself. I am a feminine woman. I know me evolutionarily. I'm going to bond with a man that I'm sleeping with. So yes, I prefer that man be my fiance, my husband. I prefer that man be something to me because that feels safe to me. I can't even be the true freak I want to be in a casual relationship, because I know how I'm going to feel when it's all over. I know how that's going to go. So I don't even go there. But yes, provide that frame, provide that structure. Let the woman know what your expectation is. Let the woman know what you're looking for. Let her figure out if she can provide it. And guess what? If she can't, okay, move on. Go on to the next. I'm sure there's someone else out there just as sexy, just as beautiful, just as fun, just as whatever it is you need. You don't need to get pissy about it. Just move on. Just move on. Go on. But provide frame. Nothing frustrates us more when we don't know what's happening. We don't know what you're here for. We don't know what you want, what you need. Nothing frustrates us more. We're just like, okay, so what are you doing? What's going on? Like, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. I'll deal with it. Right? That's it. Do plan experiences. Do plan dates. Do, make effort. Like that goes a long way. Your effort goes a long way. Don't show up indecisive. Don't show up without a plan. Don't show up expecting us to figure everything out. That is the antithesis of being a feminine woman. I don't want to do that. I don't want to plan the date. I don't want to figure out where we're eating and what time we're going there. I don't want to do any of that. I want to feel cared for. I want to feel protected and safe. Like those are the things that get my juices flowing. Okay? But if you don't have a clue what we're doing, where we're going, what's happening, when we're got to be there, like, I'm just looking at you like, this is not turning me on. This is not turning me on. Sad how so many women are nightmares instead of dream girls these days. Refugee tribe. Yeah, it is. It is. But you know what? People are, oh man, it's the trauma. Like the trauma is catching up with people, because I'm hearing horror stories on both sides, from the men and from the women. But people's trauma is catching up with them. And we're in a collective trauma response right now. People are not managing well. People are not managing themselves well. They are, they're unhealthy in so many ways. And so we are now seeing, boy, I never thought this day would come, but here it is. It's all coming crashing down together, men and women. People have a lot of issues. What happens when you do it? Then the complaints come. Again, I'm telling you to expect the complaint. Expect it. And that's called so what? Why we eating here? Why this time? Because this is what I've planned. This is what I've chosen. Like, that's the whole point. I need you to get stronger with standing against the complaint. I need you to get stronger with standing against the back talk. That's called so what? Right? It's also, remember this, it's giving you information. And to me, you're getting information pretty quickly. Like if you want to take someone out and you've planned a date, and you've considered that person, I think it's important that you consider that person. If that person says, hey, I love seafood, consider that person. If that person says, hey, I love Mexican, consider that person. That's just what good leaders do. They consider the people that they're leading. But yeah, if you get all that mouth, if you get all that back talk, that's telling you something. That's telling you something. And I'm always telling women the same thing. If you're seeing or hearing, these things that don't feel good, that don't look masculine, that's just information. I don't have no secret, magic wand. Women are always saying, how do I get a man to do this? No, you don't get a man to do anything. He shows up and either he is what you like or he isn't. And you accept, reject, or tolerate accordingly. A woman is no different. Either she is what you like, she is that feminine energy woman, she is open, she is receptive, she is, what's the word I'm looking for, where, she's going to allow you to make plans. She's like, okay, right? She's going to allow you to do your thing. Either she's that or she's not. And you don't then fall into my DM and try to ask me how to get her to be different. No, you move on. You move on. You move on to someone who is that way. And there are women out here that are. I happen to be one of them. I'm a real live example. Nothing lights me up more than when a man initiates. Nothing lights me up more than when a man takes initiative and makes plans. I love it. I'm like, okay. I am not that hard to please. So you got to take the information that you're getting. Okay? Let's see. The Queen of Cascade. I love this convo. Confirmation on some things I told this guy yesterday. That's right. Yeah, I love initiative. A Proverbs 31 woman will look to a godly man for leadership. She sure will. She sure will. That's me all day. Like, what are we doing? Where are we going? What time should we do it? Like, all day long. All day long. And here's the funny thing. It's not that I can't make these decisions. It's that I'm looking for the man that I'm with. Like, that's what brings the sexual polarity. That's what brings the excitement to me. That's what makes me want you like unlike any other man. And see, that's what I'm really trying to stress, that if a man, because we all know men are sexual beings, that's a part of, that may not be all of, but that's a part of what they show up to women for. Like, let's be honest. Men show up for the sensual and the sexual. Okay, that's a part of. Here's a don't for the feminine woman. Don't lead with that. We know you want sex, right? Don't show up and lead with that conversation. Unless that's all you want, and then you have to find a very particular woman. If that's all you're there for, okay, there's a very particular woman out there who will be totally fine with that. Feminine, healthy women, most of us will not. It does not feel good to us for a man to show up, lead with sex, right? That's what it's like that, blaring red sign. I'm here for sex. I think you're sexy. I think your body is sexy. I'd love to be inside of your body. Men who show up like that, it is a total turnoff. It is a total turnoff. We want to be felt. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. We want to be understood. And it's a dance that we're going to do together. We will be sexual. We will be sensual and sexual with you. But it comes with this dance that we're going to do together. That's how a feminine woman feels good. That's how a feminine woman can be sexual, is there's a dance that has to happen. Okay, don't miss that. A lot of people miss that part. And because I'm filled with testosterone and I'm ready to go, and if you touch me a certain way or kiss me a certain way, I'm going to get erect and I'm ready to go. We don't work that way. Like, come on now. We have to have a grown-up conversation. Grown women don't work that way. We are not men. We do not have 30 times more testosterone going through our body. So, nope. I learned to strictly avoid doper women. Saves me a lot of wear and tear. I'm not sure what a doper woman is. I get hit on hard by married, attached women. What is up with that? There's an energy that you're bringing. There's an energy that you're bringing, but I hope you don't, are messing with these married, attached women. We on both sides do not know what compromise is, right? We have to compromise. There's a dance. Some of us are forgetting about the dance. And you know what? Those are the people who are falling into my comments talking about goes both ways, or make something, make the opposite of this. And okay, yes, that is going to happen because it's a dance. It's a dance. It's not a singular. It's a waltz, right? It's a waltz. It's a man-woman dance that has to happen. Of course it goes both ways. The man will lead, the woman will follow. The man will lead, the woman will follow. But the people who love jumping in my comments or telling me in the DM, you made this, and if men do this, then what are women supposed to do? Or if women do this, what are men supposed to do? That is assumed. And if it isn't, let me make it clear right here today. Yes, it is a dance that we are both expected to do. Okay, we have to do the dance, and we have to find a person that wants to do the dance. I want to find a person that wants to lead because I want to follow. I want a healthy leader in the dance. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a healthy masculine man that wants to protect and provide, that wants to care for my feelings, that thinks that that matters. And then I, in turn, want to respect him for his thinking. I want to respect him for taking initiative. I want to appreciate over and over and over what he does for me. I want to show my appreciation. I want to tell my appreciation. I want to show support. Like, that is the dance that we're all looking for, at least I'm looking for as a feminine woman, okay? Submissive is the word you were looking for. Yes, that dope woman is a bill. Okay, I'm not sure what that. Sometimes a scarcity mindset will sometimes make you stay instead of leaving. It does, but that's something you got to work on within yourself. You have to see there are options out there. And I'm not going to sit here and lie on this live and say there are a whole lot of options, but there are options out there. You have to be patient. You have to do your due diligence, but there are options out there. Exactly. Let's dance. I can't going straight for the gusto. Yeah, we gotta, but don't lead with sex. I'm just being honest. Do not lead with sex, fellas. Like, it's like showing up at our door, right? You're coming to our home. You want to be let in. But when you lead with sex, it's like literally kicking the front door in. And that would never feel good. Like, be a gentleman, ring the bell. Sometimes I will tell men, you might have to go around to the side or the back door. And that looks like, okay, I'm not going straight in. I'm going to go around to the side. I'm going to go around to the back. I'm going to be friendly. I'm going to, we're going to talk about other things. We're going to get to know each other. I'm going to see if there's a level of compatibility here. Like, I'm just not going to come up to your front door and kick your front door in. That makes no sense. And that's not going to feel good. The feminine woman needs to feel good. Okay? That's it. And you're just not going to get around that. Men are always complaining about women and their feelings, but that is what femininity is. We are more of a feeling person, and men are more of a thinking person. And men and women have to learn how to respect that. I respect men for their thinking. I respect a man who is more rational than me and more logical than me. I love that. And I respect that. I want to be cherished for how I feel. That's what's important to me. So when I say to a man, it doesn't feel good when, I want to feel heard, and I want those feelings to be cherished. And that's the little dance that we're going to do with each other. These are the things the new generation is missing. Candid common sense info that some who fight against it will have problems. For sure. For sure. So we're seeing a lot of different things collide right now. So we have the old school way, which is part of my way, that old school way, and, even beyond my time. But we have, and there's some people in the old school way that don't have common sense. So they're coming forward. We have this new school generation where I'm not going to sit here and bash the new school generation. There's some really great younger people that have good sense, that are about it. I mean, I've connected with some of those people, and I'm like, oh wow, you're a really, great dude at 25. Like, you're very old, you have an old spirit, you have a lot of common sense. So there are some younger people that have their stuff together, but a lot of people don't. And so that's all colliding right now. And then you have, and this is in my personal opinion, the worst people of all. So the worst people of all is people that are my age that want to do things that 20-year-olds do. That to me is the worst of all. You have wasted all that time, all that energy, all that, what you should have, which is wisdom. It's like you've wasted 50 years only to act like you're 20 years old, only to adopt what some of these young fools are doing. That just don't make no sense to me. At no given time do I want to do that. Like, I earned this time. I earned these years. There's a lot of hard lessons in those years. And I want to make sure that I move accordingly. I want to make sure that I actually have some real wisdom. But those are the worst to me, women and men. I see women, trying to compete with 21-year-olds with their dress, their hair, their lashes, their nails, and all of that. I ain't doing that. I don't have that kind of time. Okay, I'm out here trying to get it. Okay, I don't have that kind of time for the hair and the nails and I don't have that kind of time. Okay, and that's not a cut. If you got nails and lashes and all that, okay, you got more time than me. I'm out here. I got goals. I got dreams. And see all that stuff sitting in somebody's salon, sitting in somebody's nail salon, sitting in somebody's lash salon. I don't have that kind of time. Okay, I got to use what God gave me. I got to do the best with what God gave me naturally. Because you know what I see? When I see all of that, that's a whole lot of time. There's a whole lot of time. And I don't have that kind of time for that. For something that costs me money and doesn't make me money. But that's a whole nother conversation. Okay? We are sexual beings first. Once that obstacle is established, you must ask questions. I'm going to disagree. Yes, I do believe that men are sexual beings. I 100% agree. However, if you lead with that, if you have to know your audience. And men, unless you're sleeping with other men, okay? I'm not trying to offend, but I'm going to go here because I'm direct. A man sleeping with another man, hey, it's on and popping. Because that's, like you said, that's what y'all are about. You're about that life. That's why the gay male life is a very promiscuous life. That's the life y'all are on. And if a man approach another man for sex, and that's the time they're on, yeah, it's going to go down. But that's not your audience if you're heterosexual. If you're a heterosexual male, your audience is women. And you have to tailor your approach to your audience. That's just good common sense. Okay? You can't bust somebody's door down. You can't lead with that. You're not going to get where you want to go. You have to approach your audience in the way that it can best receive from you. Okay? So I'm just sharing that common sense wisdom. If you're a heterosexual man and you want to have sex with women, we don't work that way. Okay? You're not going to approach us in a raw, sexual, candid way like that. You're not, 9 times out of 10, you're just not going to get what you think you're going to get. So just be careful about that. It does take time. Oh, it says a whole lot of money. Okay. It does take time, but I think the beauty side of self-care is important. Yes, it is. And like I said, that's not a cut. If y'all like doing that, okay? I don't have that kind of time, though, okay? But if y'all like doing that, I consider myself cute, okay? I don't consider myself glamorous. I don't consider myself, all of that. I consider myself cute. So if you're looking for a cute, feminine woman that's clean, that has good hygiene, that, is going to show up smelling good and, clean, that's me. Okay. So I know my lane. I'm not in the glamorous lane. I'm not in the weave lane. I'm not in the nails or the eyelashes lane. I'm not in that lane. I'm in the lane where you could take me on vacation, take me to the beach. I'm going to swim in the water. This hair can get wet. Okay. I'm cute. That's my lane. That's the lane I stay in. Okay. Feminine women don't operate and will shut down. Masculine women will be like, what's up? Yeah. And see, that's the thing. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you, the Queen of Cascade. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Masculine women will have sex with you. Okay? Because remember, energetically, if you're a man and you're approaching a masculine woman, you're approaching a man. Oh, she gonna have sex with you. A woman who's going to give you sex relatively soon, a woman who's going to appreciate your overt sexual, bravado is in her masculine. She's in her masculine. She has experienced some form of trauma. She has, put on this masculine armor and wants to do what men do. But fellas, if you're looking for a truly feminine woman, that's a red flag. If you can hit it on the first night, if you can approach her in a very brash, overtly sexual way, and she responds to that, you have a masculine woman. So, that's all cute. And if you want to have sex, that's cute. But if you want something genuine, if you want something real, if you want something calm and sweet and collaborative and cooperative, you need a feminine woman. And guess what? A feminine woman is not going to throw her legs open to you. She's not. She can be sensual and sexual, but she's not going to throw her legs open to you like that. It don't work that way. So thank you so much for bringing that to the attention of this live. You are 100% correct. Women who are down, what do they say, DTF, down to, they are in their masculine energy. So men don't like all those lashes. Do you like more natural? Yeah, most men don't. Most men don't. But again, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine the other day, and I said, yeah, women are too busy competing with other women. And they're doing things that men don't even like, like they're getting these surgeries and they're putting these lashes and the hair and the nails. They're doing all this stuff. And the truth is, they're doing it for other women. Because most men don't even like that. Most men don't even get down with that. Thank you. 623 machine. Thank you so much. Yeah, most men don't even care for that crap. But see, y'all are competing with other women. So if she look like this, I got to look like this. And you don't even realize that most men, they're not even feeling that. I mean, and don't get me wrong. The BBL looks good. And because men are visual, yeah, they like the look of it. But the day-to-day, like living with it and being married to it, no. Most men tell me no, they really don't. Like, they're like, yeah, I don't need all that. Like, yeah, it looks good because men are visual. But, looking good and dealing with it day-to-day, sleeping with it, laying with it day-to-day, no. Most men are like, it ain't that serious. Same, I'm definitely not glam. I stay cute, though. That's me. See, I know my lane. I'm cute. I've learned so much from you. Thank you. You are welcome. You are welcome. But yeah, I'm cute. I keep it 100. I'm not glam. I'm not some super high maintenance, chick. That just ain't me. But, I stay cute. I stay clean. I got my hygiene tight. That's never going to be an issue, right? Everything is going to be right and tight. My fitness is right and tight all day. Okay. I'm cute. All right. I know that lane. That's the lane I stay in. And so men who are looking for that, men who are looking for a woman that is cute, classy. I'm not going to, dress crazy. I'm not going to embarrass you. You can take me out. You can take me out in a variety of situations. I'm going to look good. I'm going to be classy, right? That's what you're looking for. But know your lane. Ladies, know your lane, okay? Thank you. Yep, it's a competition, especially with body enhancement surgeries and BBL, but not knocking anyone's choices. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Woo, no, I can't. Good morning, my God, awesome queen in Christ Jesus. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to keep what God delivered. I'm going to use it to the best of my ability, which is what I really, really have been telling people. I've been telling people, take what God gave you, and I'm telling you, I want you to use it to the best of your ability. That's what you do. I don't need to put a whole lot of stuff on it. I just, I do the best I can with what I got. And that's what I think people should do. So, any more do's and don'ts, man? I could go on and on. Here's a don't. A don't is, I want you to avoid talking about other women. That can be quite the turnoff to a feminine energy woman. Avoid talking about other women. Sometimes men will do that because they think that that's showing the woman that other women want him. Okay, that's assumed. If you're a good dude, if you're an attractive dude, if you got anything going on about yourself, it's assumed that other women want you. But if you talk about other women, it just, it's just something about it that just, yeah. And I'm not talking about, because yes, that's going to happen. I'm not talking about conversations about your ex, why the relationship ended, what happened. I'm not talking about that stuff. That's just stuff that I think is just a part of normal conversation. But if the talk is like, yeah, this lady at my job wants me. Oh, she's trying to get with me. All that stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a total turn off. It's assumed. I want you to trust and believe that if you're a good dude, if you're an attractive dude, our mind has already made up that other women want you. We don't want a man that other women don't want. So we've already kind of assumed that in our head, that other women want you. It's okay. But for you to speak on that is just like no, don't do that. Roberts 8734. Earlier when you explained about not allowing negative energy transfer, that was a real nugget. My mother explained that as a woman, when they can't have their way, they will get upset and sometimes pout. Yeah. And I want you to put a force field around you. And that's called so what? So what? Right? You all let her transfer that energy to you, and then you may even respond with your own energy. You now get upset. You now add more to that exchange when you don't need to add anything. You don't need to take it in, and you don't need to add to it. You need to stand on what you said, which was no. That's it. You just say no. Like, nope, we're not doing that. Don't talk about your exes. You may, like I said, you may talk about your exes in the context of, oh, tell me about your last relationship. Why did it end? You know, sure, because that's going to happen. That's the nature of us as people. What I don't want to see happen is every time you show up, that's what the conversation topic is. That's a total turnoff. Please don't keep talking to me about that. Don't keep talking to me about what happened. Don't keep talking to me about how horrible she was, what she did. Don't do that. Don't do that. I get it. I get it. Something bad happened, you know, and I totally get it. But if every time we're getting together, that's what the topic of conversation is, that is starting to turn me off. That is starting to make me believe you're not over the situation. You still feel a way about that person. Like, I can feel that energy coming off of you, and it's unattractive. It's totally unattractive. So just be very, very careful about that. But do be your healthy masculine self. Have hobbies, have interests, have things going on in your life that you can talk about. Be passionate about those things. There's nothing more exciting than being with a man who is passionate. Be passionate about your life. Be passionate about the things that you're doing. And try to connect with me and the things that are passionate to me. Try to connect with me on a level that is a little personal. Like, that's a huge do. Allow yourself to be a little vulnerable at times. Not all the time. You don't have to show up crying. You don't have to show up, spilling your guts all over the place. But allow yourself to be appropriately vulnerable. That's how a feminine woman kind of connects with you. That's how she opens up her heart to you. That's how she opens up herself and eventually her body to you. So don't ever be afraid to be, appropriately vulnerable. I mean, don't talk bad about your ex. Yes, for sure. It is a turnoff. She said, so tacky, it's a turnoff. Yeah. No. He says, I've become a real wuss in my older age. No, maintain your frame. You have to maintain your frame. Men are dealing with women today who were raised to be mini-me versions of their mothers or their mother's buddy. 2 generations ago, this was not the case. It wasn't. Yeah, we've seen a lot of shifts. We've seen a lot of shifts in the culture. But again, the most important thing I can say to men today is you have to vet just like I tell women to vet. And if here's my only caveat. Here's my caveat. There may be a woman that you see something in. There's something there. There's something about her that you're like, man, she's different. She's special. But there's 1 or 2 things that I would love to tweak. You can express that. You can keep it 100 and say, you know what doesn't work for me? The disrespect, or you saying this, or you doing this. You know what doesn't work for me? When I plan dates and you push back on that. Like, you can make that known. And you can see, like, you want to see if this woman is receptive. Can she be receptive? Is she open to doing that differently? And some women are. Some women are. They just need to be called on their stuff. So I don't want it to sound like, oh, don't put up with anything, walk away from everything. No, there's some women that can be called out on their stuff. And I want you to try to do that. If you see something in this person, if you see something special there, there's something there that you're like, man, this is a really special woman. There's so many great qualities about her, but this one thing or these 2 things, I'm really not feeling, then I want you to call it out. I want you to call it out. Okay. Many me's of their mother. Garland Stillwell says, women need to realize what type of man they have. This will dictate how he receives your emotion and drama. The alpha, sigma, and beta male thing is real. It is. And I've already said in another live, the sigma is my guy. That is the ideal man for me. I happen to be a sigma woman. I like a sigma man. So that's what I find most attractive. I like a quiet strength in a man. I don't need all that chest beating, rah-rah, alpha. You know, I've dated those men, and I just be like, they just secretly get on my nerves. I mean, I acquiesce. I acquiesce to the power every single time. You know, I'm going to yield to him every single time, but I'm secretly annoyed. And so I know that's not a good long-term strategy for me, that I'm just going to secretly be annoyed by all that chest beating, all that attention seeking. That's not really for me. I like a more quiet strength man, a man who knows who he is, doesn't need to do all that rah-rah, doesn't need to chest beat, doesn't need to puff up and all that. That's my kind of guy. A quiet strength, a calm, peaceful, quiet strength, doesn't really care about what other people think, has a life, has his own, mind, has his own thing. That's my type of dude. So yeah, you do need to know what you're looking for, who your audience is. Okay. Thank you so much. Q-Dog 10 Pop. Thank you. You gotta know who your audience is. We don't want a caveman, but we do like a confident, take charge, and lead man, for sure. That was Toya Hall. Hi, Sigma here. Yes, hi, hello. Being a good man feels toxic. Can't be Mr. Nice Guy all the time. Yeah, you should not be. You should not be Mr. Nice Guy at all. Like, no. You should be kind. You should care. You should care about some things, but you shouldn't care about everything. And you should not be nice. Like, there is a difference. I'm always telling men that. Also, men hang out with their like type unless it's a family member. Women need to know this of their girlfriends, husbands are of a different type. Yeah. What about empath men? Well, if you are an empath, that means that you feel the feelings of others very strongly. You are subject to that energy transfer that I talked about earlier. So if you're coming in on the end, I want you to go back and look at that. You've got work to do. You have work to do because you will feel the feelings of others. You will allow others to transfer their energy to you, and you have to work on that. You have to work on that. Everyone's sob story can't be your story. You have to recognize it for what it is. Okay, this person has a sob story, and I can't take that on. I can't save everyone. Like, that's the work that empaths have to do. That's the work I had to do as a natural empathic person. That's a gift, but it's also a curse as a therapist. So I use that gift in therapy, but it can also be a curse. If I let that get out of control, if I, take on every hard luck story, every sob story, I will be a mess. I have to protect myself and my energy. I have to make sure there is a good separation between me and everyone else. So you got to work on that. Okay? That's my heart, though. I'm learning to change. Yeah. And it's not to say, again, it's like your heart doesn't change. My heart for people has not changed. What I've tempered is who to apply it to. How to apply it. That's what has to be tweaked. I don't want your good heart to change. My heart is good by nature. I am kind to people. I have a heart for people. I feel people's pain. However, I have to have that discernment to know who to apply that to. That's what I want you to work on. Work on who to apply that to. Sigma and alpha dudes can't stand empath dudes. Nothing personal, just rubs us the wrong way. We can relate. I say this to say women need to study how men relate to each other. Yeah. Minister with undergrad and degrees in both, and it's my calling, so I run into that often. Yeah. So yes, you are a natural empath. That's why you chose those career paths. Yeah, he says can't save every woman. You cannot save most women, and you should not try. Okay? I know that's in a lot of dudes, that Captain Save a Hole. That's how they feel good about themselves, by saving other people. But see, you have to learn how to feel good about yourself without that. Like, I'm just a good person, whether I'm saving someone or not, whether I'm giving or doing or not. I'm just a good person. That's just me. That's just how I came on the planet. But you have to do that work. You got to learn how to feel good within you. You don't need the works, as they say, the works of the flesh. You don't need the works of the flesh to feel good. You should feel good within you. You can't save nobody. It will break you. Yeah, that's it. So, though, and look, my grandfather had a saying. Y'all probably heard this saying. He said, I can't care more than you. Okay, that's what he used to say. I can't care more about it than you. So the people who come to me and they actually want to solve their problems, those are the people I can give my energy and my care to. The people who just want to talk about doing something, or they want to say one thing and do a different thing, or, you know, they don't feel like it's a problem and they should just sit in it. Okay. Then that's what it's going to be. I can't care more than you care. If you don't care, I don't care. Like that. That's what you got to learn how to adopt, that attitude. Okay. That's it. Okay. He said, I feel that. Thanks for sharing. Yep. Yeah. You just cannot care about people more than they care about themselves. You can't. And I don't. I use that discernment now as an empath. But people who are really hurting, they're like, Anita, I'm rock bottom. I'm ready to do the work. Tell me what I got to do. Help me. Listen, I'm there. I'm right there. I love those people. Those are my people. But the people who want to come back and sit and talk about the same problem 20 times, those not my people. I can't do nothing with those people. I can't do nothing with those people. Should have to remind yourself that you are a good person. But you do. Sometimes you do. You have to remind yourself that, you know, you're a good person. All right. Good conversation. Thank you so much for rocking with me this morning. I got y'all up early this morning. Thank you so much. If you're coming in at the end, please check out the replay. And remember to head on over to YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's so much great stuff over there. I'm getting ready to really lean into my YouTube. I will also be leaning into my subscription service. So I was told to talk about my subscription service here on Instagram. I also have subscription service over on YouTube. And so here's what I love about the subscription service on Instagram. One, it allows me to speak without editing myself. Okay. I can use the words I want to use, say the things I want to say. That's what I absolutely love about the subscription service, because outside of it, I have to censor the things I say. There are certain words I cannot use, and there's a long list that I'm trying to memorize. I can't make the reels I want to make. I can't do the IG lives I want to make. But when you subscribe to me on Instagram, you get certain lives where it is no holds barred. You get subscription chatting. You get direct access to me. You're going to get posts and videos and reels that I will not post to everyone on Instagram. It is an absolutely amazing service here. Thank you, Garland. He says, tell people to hit like on your YouTube channel. Please do. Please subscribe. You can also subscribe to the channel, and then you can get set up as a paid subscriber there. And again, you're getting videos just for you. You're getting teachings just for you. I'm getting ready to release a codependency course at the beginning of the year. That will be made available to people who are paid subscribers of the YouTube channel. Okay, so you're going to get all the resources that you need over there. I'm also going to release some of those resources here to people who subscribe. Okay, I'm sure going to be replaying and subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I am headed out to the bank and taking care of some errands because, again, I'm back. I've got to hit the ground running. I appreciate all of you this morning for getting up and having this very important conversation. I am also going to do a live today on the do's and don'ts of the masculine man. Ooh. So if you are a lady and you are watching this, check it out later. We're going to do the do's and don'ts of dealing with a masculine man. If you are a man, come back and let the ladies know what are the do's and don'ts. Help me out. I'm sure you know. I know what they are, but I'm sure there's something you can add to this conversation too. So we're going to go live later and do the do's and don'ts of dealing with a masculine man. Thank you so much. No link to subscribe to. You are going to go to the link in my bio. So you're going to hit Better Love Movement. You're going to go to the bio. You're going to hit the link tree, and you are going to see a link for the YouTube channel. So please head on over and check it out. Also in the link in my bio is the subscribe button for Instagram. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, what time later? Ooh, I think it's going to be 8 o'clock. Yeah, I think we're going to go live at 8 o'clock p.m. So what I'm going to do is I am going to post a reminder. I'm going to put a reminder post up that will let you know I'm going live tonight at 8. I'm also going to put it in my stories. So I will see you then. As always, stay open to love.